guys are back. We weren't able to get the players set up at a reasonably paced rate. Right now, RDU versus Kalento is going to be postponed. I think they're trying to set up on US accounts, but they don't have all the cards, so it's a little bit of a mess. They're trying to figure that out. I don't exactly know how long EU's down for, maybe down for the night, which may be a little bit of a problem, but we're going to try to work around that. So working around that includes casting the non-live matches. There's 2 matches that happened on the first day that the tournament was supposed to happen that we couldn't cast because our stream was getting DDoSed or something of a similar sort. So what we're going to do, we're going to head over to the first VOD. And the first VOD that we have, which was supposed to be the 4th match of today, Ignite versus ThijsNL. Are we doing that one? I just see a different one up right now.
Yeah, I see Kaldi versus Thijs. We might be doing that one.
Okay. Apparently we're doing the 5th game of today, so it was supposed to be the last match of today. Kaldi versus Thijs. My bad on that one. So we're going to see this match from a VOD, but none of us have seen this match before. Only the players have played it out a few days ago. So I think we can get to the game. I don't really know what the bans are and all that because it's a little bit kind of makeshift here. I'm sure we'll let you guys know what that's about soon enough. My guess is Warlocks were banned. And yep, seems like a reasonable one as they're playing Hunter versus Warrior here. So just to recap of the decks, to the tournament, Kaldi brought Warlock Warrior, Druid Shaman. Actually, I don't have Thijs' decks. Oh, that's great. 1 second. In terms of the records, we know that Kaldi has played out 2 of his matches. One against, I think, Ignite, one against Saviz, and he's lost both of those. And Thijs has played out 1 match so far, just against Saviz, and he won that one, and that's it actually. So Thijs has not lost in this tournament so far. He just has played the fewest games out of anybody. Actually, no, he's same boat as RDU, actually. Thijs just informed that he's playing Hunter, Warrior, Warlock, Shaman. And in this set of games, Thijs banned Kaldi's Warlock, and Kaldi banned Thijs' Shaman. Right now we're seeing the very typical Hunter versus Warrior, which we've seen quite a few times in this tournament. Pretty solid opener from the Hunter, though. But do the Leper Gnomes indicate which type of deck this is?
No, I think Leper Gnome's pretty standard for every Hunter deck. Every Hunter deck right now is very dependent on the Undertaker starts, and Leper Gnome is just the best 1-drop that you can play that's a Death Rattle and Hunter.
Well, he gets the Misha. No, I think that's actually the best one.
Well, yeah, I think it's the best one for the board state.
As it would seem. But with the Deathbite answer, which we've seen it being like the major game swing so far in these decks to try to rush down a warrior, it does punish it quite badly.
Yeah, absolutely. The Hunter has a wide variety of options here. He has a whole bunch of different cards he can play.
I feel like you have to deal with those Armor Smiths somehow.
Yeah, I think the best course of action for dealing with one of them is probably playing the Jungle Panther at some point. Deals with the 1/4 pretty easily. If you can do that and then maybe play like your Web Spinner, it challenges the board without being easily contested.
Well, the Web Spinner dies to the Death Rattle of the weapon right now. The
Yeah, that's
haunted
fine.
creeper stays alive because its death rattle happens second.
Yeah, I think you're fine with losing the web spinner to the whirlwind effect though, because like it's gonna replace itself with another beast. It's probably why you'd play it instead of like leopard gnome or something, because there's a lot of beasts that you can get that are actually pretty useful. You can get hymenes, tigers.
You can also
Even
get chickens and crabs though.
yeah, you don't want to get crabs, that's for sure.
Nope,
Too
never.
bad.
That's not a good thing.
Nope. A hand like this, you're pretty content taking into the late game. You're not even fearing the Eaglehorn Bow, which is like one of the ways that Hunter can actually deal the damage that they need. You can easily kill the Scientist as well. If you kill the Scientist, you can proc the trap with the Armorsmith and basically get to replay it with full health on a later turn. It'll be hard to answer anyway. That's for sure.
I just don't feel the current board justifies using a weapon charge here.
Yeah, I agree totally. It's a matter of whether or not I think you want to play Big Game Hunter or not, which is more of an answer to is your opponent playing Houndmaster, and if so, are you willing to hold it just for the
Oh wow.
yeah, this is
Super aggressive play.
yeah. But I mean, if you're taking back the board like this, you're pretty content taking back the board against the Hunter at all costs.
That might be the first time I've seen a haunted creeper get executed.
Well, it shows his experience in the matchup. He knows exactly what he wants to be doing against these Hunter players. So I think it's good because it plays around Houndmaster as well. Probably something he was considering.
Well, Dice is I think he's still all right. Like he doesn't know what Kaldi has, but it's not that bad. I mean, after that play, wasting execute, dropping a big game.
Yeah, I mean it does a pretty good job of keeping the board. Now he gets to play, if he wants to, he can play the Armorsmith again at full health after killing a couple creatures and gaining some life. All in all, not bad either.
I don't know if I really like it. I
The
mean, it still
Spellbreaker.
dies to the Jungle Panther.
Spellbreaker seems a little
Again,
different, but
I'm not surprised from like wasting a silence. I mean, just from last turn, it seems very consistent with that.
yeah. The thing that concerns me though is the Spellbreaker is typically in the deck to answer stuff like Hymene, isn't it? So
It is, but we've seen a lot of decks not run high main. I mean, we cast these players enough time ago that I don't actually remember what type of hunter each of them are playing.
yeah,
So we may not actually be encountering high main hunters, and even if we are, like I don't even know if Thijs really revealed his hunter deck.
getting the juggle on the Big Game Hunter was a pretty big deal there. Now, the question is, do you protect the Knife Juggler? Because it sort of represents more overall damage, but it is hard to pass up on 4 damage.
Can't really pass up any damage in this matchup. We've seen
Yeah.
a lot of players make trades in this matchup where even if they're favorable, you just kind of run out of cards. I mean, it's not about trading properly. It's like, you know, when you're in the end game, you're just not going to beat the warrior. So you have to put him in a position where he has to attack into your creatures while you attack him. And Kaldi is really trying to change that by playing extremely aggressively. And I have to say, it's not really working out that well for him right now.
Yeah, totally. That's that's the problem with doing that though. I think you're sacrificing more overall damage by not protecting the juggler.
Yeah.
Or just kills the panther anyway though. I think killing the juggler is probably correct, just because the juggler is way more of a threat. It's like every turn this juggler stays on the board is just so much more damage.
Yeah, I think he was just hoping the armor smith might eat a few juggles and maybe get a couple more armor points.
Yeah. Well,
Lotham's a big deal here. It means that Brawl can't be used right away. And what that means is that he's going to take another turn of damage. And that pretty much puts you into that critical range where your range of plays is really limited.
yeah. I was gonna say we're probably gonna see Grom come out this turn and
Oh, I like
take
that.
out the.
What do you think
Yeah.
about Mr. Ragnaros?
I think it does a very good job of contesting the board here. You just take out the owl with the
Yeah, would you take
silenced
out the
armors.
owl? Just so if Rag like airballs. Oh,
Yeah.
he's not even going with that. He's going with
Yeah.
for sure killing the knife juggler.
Yeah, the play that.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, I like it too.
Well, there's Leroy and Hunter.
Yeah, cards getting more and more popular, it seems.
You can do Leper Gnome, Leroy, all face hero power. That would be the maximum balls move.
Yeah.
Nope.
I do like that play though.
I like this play too. I mean, Web Spinner might give you more options next turn, and I mean, let's face it, Leroy only hits face once, so it's fine. Here, I think I like the attack face brawl and drop like an acolyte play. Maybe just attack face brawl and armor up even.
Well, you're probably gonna have to brawl no matter what. So it's just a matter of, do you want to guarantee the kill on the Lotheb by just killing it with the Grom first?
The thing is, like, can Kaldi really put him on? That card could be like Kill Command, for instance.
Yeah, but even if it was Kill Command, he gets back a Beast with the Web Spinner, and he takes 2 from the Leper Gnome, so even if he armors up and goes back to 10 health, it is very scary.
Well, my point is, right now, if he doesn't armor up, he's dead. So if he does like Brawl Acolyte or Ragnaros, he's dead. No matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's dead.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to put him on Leroy as the last card, especially having recently drawn it. It kind of adds value a little bit to him. You have to consider that, like, even though he was once like very, very expected, now he's really not. And as a result, people just don't play around it as much, giving you a free kill here and there, which is, I mean, basically exactly what we saw. I think if this is pre-nerf Leroy, I think anticipating that card was a very real situation.
Yeah, for sure. Prior to the nerf, you definitely expected Leroy all the time, whereas now it's fallen completely out of favor. Although it does seem to be picking up a little bit. It definitely hasn't picked up to the degree that you'd expect. It hasn't been popular in tournaments at all prior to this tournament, actually, which is very surprising.
Alright, well, Kaldi drops his warrior, and I believe his warlock was banned, so now he has to choose between druid and shaman. I think we've seen Kaldi, even though he's not won a game yet, I have seen him play druid extremely well. Is druid really the kind of class that can beat a hunter, though?
The only time that I've ever seen Druid really ever beat Hunter is if you get the early game innervate onto like a Spectral Knight.
Is it
And
just
then
the
the
hunter just kills the druid before the druid can react?
Yeah, the Druid doesn't start really having a game plan until maybe like turn 3, turn 4, without those innervate and crazy coin draws and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the stuff that guarantees you wins in matchups like Hunters and stuff. Whereas Drew is really good at beating like Shaman and uh, maybe rushing down Handlock. If you play Big Game Hunter in your deck, you can tempo them out. But against a Hunter where the game plan is like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, like it's too much for you to handle.
Well, the hand is double Lightning Bolt, Lightning Storm, Feral Spirits. That's a lot of overload.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, do you really like the Shaman call here? Shaman over Druid? I don't think either of them are really that great.
Of the two, I think Shaman has a better chance.
Mm-hmm.
They're not favored, but like I would say Shaman is maybe like 60-40 being the 40 part, whereas the Druid is maybe like 70-30, if not worse.
I mean, you have to feel a little bad for Kaldi here. I mean, he probably guessed that dice would open up with Hunter plays Warrior, which is clearly his best matchup, drops the game, and now it feels like he doesn't have much to stop him.
Yeah. Seems like he's just gonna get run over if things continue along this line.
I just feel like with this hand, that's the only thing that can happen.
For sure. You might not fall too far behind, but it really depends on the Hunter draw, and the Hunter draw here is like pretty strong, especially for like Feral Spirits. Like if you're relying on Feral Spirits here, and you're just gonna lose them both to like Leper Gnome and the Bow, or like here with the Unbound, you're just gonna lose it easily to the again the Leper Gnome and the Bow. It's not really what you want.
I kind of like the Unbound over the Feral Spirits. At least it doesn't limit his options next turn.
Yeah. I like this Freezing Trap here. It's very good for the tempo.
Yeah, and next turn you have the Bow Hero Power, which is perfect. And the Bow Hero Power can take out the 2 Feral Spirits, which I think are being played, but I think there's a chance that Lightning Storm might be played. Nope, he goes to the Feral Spirits. Yeah, so now we have like a rather big problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if you Lightning Bolt here, what does that really do?
Well, it protects one of your wolves from dying to the Leper Gnome, which is a pretty big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And
I guess that's true. That is a big deal because you can't clear here.
Yeah, and because you
can
can't
the freeze or the taunt.
Yeah, and then just replay it whenever when you have the mana again here. Although he's overloaded next turn, like even just making a totem when you've got a 4/6 in play, it's definitely not the worst.
He's not gonna make a totem. He's gonna replay the taunt.
The taunt is gonna cost 3 mana or 4 mana. I'm not sure.
Each one individually? I think it's I think it's 2.
Yeah, but the Feral Spirits is gonna get Freezing Trapped, so it's gonna cost 2 more.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
well,
yeah,
the bow's a good play. Increases your damage range. I think the cost is 2. Let's see if it's 4.
That's 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. I might actually attack the Leper Gnome because you got the
killing
taunt
the Leper
totem.
Gnome.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sure I'd kill Leper Gnome here.
Yeah, 100%. Because next turn, like you can play your Hex if he plays High Main, and if not, you can just develop Fire Elemental. Whenever you get Fire Elemental into play, like you can actually have a pretty decent face race against the Hunter. From this board, though, you have to expect the High Main to come down.
I feel like Thijs has a better chance this game just hero powering every turn.
Yeah, I think that's the route that you should go against Shaman. It makes your draws better, especially because he's playing like Leroy in the deck, and he's already seen a Feral Spirits come down. Wow, opts to go for the 4 damage instead of killing the taunt totem.
Well, it's gonna suck because of the snake trap now.
Yeah.
And he's got a beast for kill command. Oh
Yeah.
man.
The Lothab and the snake trap is really good because it prevents lightning storm, which is what he was definitely setting up for.
Yep.
Although we're probably going to see fire elemental come down now. And take out the taunt totem. Would you expect a second freezing trap here, or would you lean towards the snakes?
It's hard to say. If a player is really paying attention to the cards, you know that it's drawn, so you just have to play the odds. And these days, I think the odds are 2 snakes, 1 freeze. And I've just seen so many snake traps recently. I know you disagreed with this last time, but I've seen 2 snakes, 1 freeze, or 2 snakes, 2 freeze. And I think in either case, you play the odds.
Yeah, I don't disagree with playing the odds for sure, because even if it is snakes, like you have lightning storm next turn. But I think just holding on to the attack is probably better.
Mm-hmm.
Just because even if it is freeze, you can bounce the Argus next turn, and Argus is always going to be useful against the Shaman, or as the Shaman. So it's not so bad. Unleash here is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but I think he's choosing to use his last weapon charge, which I don't like. But I guess he knows he's getting lightning stormed.
Yeah, if he uses the weapon charge though, he gets 2 more dogs.
Well, you could use the kill command instead of the weapon charge, is my point.
You might even use both.
I think this is a time where you just go face.
I think you trade off a couple of the dogs so that your snake trap doesn't give you like absolutely nothing. But no.
No, it looks like snake trap's gonna give absolutely nothing.
Also fine.
I'm actually really curious what happens. Does it even trigger at all? I mean, it has to, right?
Yeah, it triggers and then just like nothing happens.
I've never seen that.
Snake trap. No snakes.
That is a first for me, man. That's crazy. I have to say though, I like the YOLO play. That's how you do it.
Yeah, definitely. It gives him a ton.
It might not work out though. I mean,
yeah, with the Shaman hand has a lot of damage. It has the Lava Burst with the Doomhammer. If you get
I think I would Lightning Storm Doomhammer and trade off the creatures into Lothab.
Yeah, the little spiders or the Argus and a spider.
Just whatever happens.
Just go face. Yeah. Whatever happens, happens. And then it gives you Rock Biter, potential lethal the turn after.
That's 6. That's 4. No, you have lethal with just that. Lava Burst is lethal.
Well, the play is absolutely just play the Doomhammer, but I don't know about this one.
Now you give the Hunter an extra turn.
Yeah.
Or do you? Let's see. You can't play both Doomhammer and Lava Burst.
We'll see if it comes back to hunt him, but as it stands, Doomhammer would have been lethal this turn.
Well, right now we have kill command is lethal. We probably have the bow as lethal. Oh, Flame Flame, that might be it. Let's see. Doomhammer is 4. It's 5 because it pumps it by 1. So that's 10, 12, 13 plus 4, 17. Yep.
Wow.
That's lethal.
Nice.
That was the draw. is good enough. Well,
Lava Burst also is more damage than just the Doomhammer because you can go Blood Mage Lava Burst.
oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Blood Mage Lava Burst is 6 and then 7. So it would have been 7-15. Yeah, that would have been too short.
And Lava Burst. And then Lethal.
Well, it would have been too short had he not drawn the totem.
Yeah.
Well, the Shaman does take the game. That's pretty good stuff. Again, we're not going to take any breaks because we had the long intermission trying to figure out how to organize the players to the next match, which ended up not happening quite right away. That's why we're doing these non-live games, but again, we've never seen them play out. And so it's 1-1. Thijs drops his Hunter, and I think his Shaman was banned, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, Shaman was banned.
So he has Warlock and Warrior. I think I see a Warrior there. That can't be a great pick.
I think Tice was running like Baron Geddon and stuff that swings the matchup. Whirlwind as well.
I think he's also running Handlock. Do you think Handlock is that bad against the Shaman deck?
Well, yeah, because he's playing Lava Burst. He showed that he's playing Lava Burst, so he's playing the probably the double Doomhammer. Yeah, definitely double Doomhammer.
You think
Shaman.
it was a bad idea to show Lava Burst there?
Yeah, showing Lava Burst definitely indicates that it is the burst heavy Shaman deck.
Seeing this Shaman play out as many times as I have, actually, I don't think I'd be too sad with either case, really.
Yeah, definitely. If you're a Shaman, like, you're already favored against Sandlock for sure. Coin Deathspite here, very strong.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Like, yeah, if you can kill the Unbound before it starts getting out of hand, like, you're so happy. Like, even here, he's got no real good play as the Shaman. Normally, this is the part of the game where you dominate the board.
Mm-hmm.
But the Warrior here has got like complete control. Next turn, we're probably going to see like Acolyte come down as well after gaining some armor.
Do you use up the weapon charge here? I don't know.
No. I was like thinking if he played the Unbound, but here, well, you could. I
think you wait and you get super value Acolyte next turn. No, don't play the Acolyte. You have to hide it. It will get earth-shocked.
Maybe he wants to. Maybe he wants to kill one of the totems here, because if he kills the totem,
he killed both totems.
Yeah, if you kill both totems, you are playing around Argus pretty nicely. Argus is one of the scarier cards for the Warrior. Not opposed to it. Shield block is probably better overall. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Shield block better than nothing. Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You probably don't need the armor in the end. I think that was the best play. Yeah, I think you're right. And the Acolyte would have been just so punished in some cases, though.
Yeah. If it gets like Earthshocked, you're not like the happiest.
I mean, here you got two Doomhammers in your hand. You're really Lotheb? We know that's not going to work.
Yeah, he reconsidered the Lotheb pretty quickly.
I think you Feral Spirit.
Feral Spirit isn't bad at all.
I mean, the weapon doesn't even kill all of it. Alright, I like that.
Yeah, the taunt totem roll like indicated that he can make a play like that. Though he can kill this if he decided to go with like Taskmaster.
Yeah, he can Taskmaster. He can also replace his weapon, but I think the Taskmaster is better. Or you can go for a Shield Slam.
Shield Slam isn't bad either. Shield Slam lets you kill another totem.
Okay. That's pretty good, because you can kill a healing totem and next turn you can... Oh.
I think you kill the spell totem just so lightning or shock doesn't one-shot your acolyte. Whereas here, if he Earth Shocks, you still get a 1/1. I mean, yeah, it's a 1/1, but like it's still.
Yeah, all these DK creatures do add up in these matchups, that's for sure.
Opts for the Doomhammer to kill the Armorsmith and then Earth Shock, leaving just the 1/1.
I have to say I'm not too happy with that play. I wasn't too happy with the play the turn before with the Unbound. I think it was okay because you got the Taunt Totem, but still I would have preferred the Duggies.
Yeah, I think Pharaohs probably would have been best on that board.
And here I think we're going to see possibly as much as a Rock Biter and a Flame Tongue.
Yeah, no matter what, Belcher is probably one of the hardest cards for Shaman to deal with efficiently. Some have even opted to play Black Knight in their Shaman, as we've seen with Masan. Yeah. So, like, if you have any good clear for the Sludge Belcher, I would take it.
My question is, if you do that, do you go with 5 damage face or do you clean up the Acolyte?
I think you go for the 5 damage face. Those Rock Biters are going to add up in the end. This play isn't bad either, though, just killing the top end of the Belcher. Because like the 1/2 isn't...
Yeah, it does let you play the Duggies, which I like as well.
Yeah, just getting them into play is always going to be good for sure. He's also just trying to exhaust as many of these Doomhammer charges as he can, because he has another one in his hand, so... And, because... Yeah, this is one of the first series, so he doesn't know that Tice probably has Harrison Jones in his deck.
You think he does? I mean, the only player
I think we saw it in one of the sets earlier.
I think we just saw Masan play a bunch of games and he had it in every single game.
Yeah.
And I think Colento may have had it in his Warrior. Dice, I'm not sure. I think we're gonna find out though. I think this game's gonna go pretty far.
Yeah, this will be a game that goes the distance. Look at that, using the Taskmaster to clear with the totem, or to kill that with the leftover slime. That's pretty good.
Yep.
Definitely making use of that 1/2 slime is not something that the Shaman player was expecting.
I mean, the only other way to really clear that was like Shield Slam. So it does make for efficient use of cards.
Yeah. Again, just exhausting those Doomhammer charges. Of course, this Lotheb is going to easily get taken out by the Shield Slam here.
That high mana cost Shield Slam.
I mean, it's better than taking 5 though, so
yeah,
definitely down. Oh, he plays the Lotheb himself. Also not bad because it does contest the other Lotheb. I just feel that you could probably use Lotheb a little.
I also kind of like it because Shaman's is 16.
Yeah.
If this is Rock Biter, the Shaman is like very, very low on health.
Yeah. Yeah, and he breaks the first Doomhammer. I'm not sure if that indicates to Tice whether or not he has the second one. He is pretty stoked to draw that.
Oh! Don't play it! No! Oh my god, he's about to play it.
No, I think he's just like, why did I draw you so late? Why did my opponent use his Doomhammer already? Oh wait, he plays 2 Doomhammers.
Here you can just naked Gromash if you really want.
I would not be opposed to Gromashing here, or playing the Alex. This play is very defensive, but like, your life is so high. If you just keep it this high, right, you're probably gonna win. Because once it gets to like,
if once the shaman gets to like 6 garbage creatures, it's hard to just kill them all.
Yeah, but
oh man, you know what time it is?
It's time to put that in a museum.
Oh man, he even attacks the creature.
I'm waiting for like a thank you here.
That's perfect card draw.
Yeah.
That's no overdraw.
No, and he's probably gonna have a 5 mana card to play alongside it. Come on, I'm expecting a thank you. Where's the thank you?
Actually, it may not have that card. Oh, there's one. Okay. Yeah, you gotta play the Ghoul now. I would. No, not the Acolyte.
Playing Acolyte isn't that bad. Yeah, you're gonna overdraw probably, but I mean,
it's not that you're gonna overdraw it. I think he only has like 6 cards left. Yeah, 7 cards.
I think if you can just get it to maybe soak up some removal, you're pretty happy.
You think this might be a Lightning Storm turn? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, not quite the rolls. You needed those in burst.
Yeah.
Oh, he draws a Cruel Task, which I think is a pretty decent draw to keep, actually. Oh my. 5 to face. Is it over? Let's see. Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Whirlwind Execute. Gromash Whirlwind Execute. That's over. 10 damage.
He's bringing it back. Boom.
Oh, down goes Shaman. Wow, that was a pretty exciting match.
That was off the back of the Harrison Jones, man.
Well, you get a 6-card Harrison, how bad could you be, right? I mean, damn.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Thijs is up a game now that he's crushed the Shaman with the Warrior. Kaldi's on the Druid here. Druid versus Warrior. I feel like the Druid actually does very well in this matchup. I feel it's mostly about the Sludge Belchers, and if those aren't drawn, I think the Druid is a pretty easy game.
Yeah, Druid versus Warrior is typically going to favor the Druid, especially if they get the early ramp, because then that just snowballs into minions that the Warrior just can't handle easily. Keeping the Armor Smith, pretty standard. It's definitely one of those hands you just chuck everything. Because, I mean, if it's not a Wild Growth or an Innervate, like, you don't keep it. Oh, and we see the Wild Growth drawn. Wild Growth could be coined out to play Shade on too as well.
I think that's a good play.
Yeah. The only problem with that is that you miss your 4-drop.
Oh, you have the Wrath. The Wrath Hero Power is your 4.
Yeah.
If you save it, you have 8 on regular 3 as your Drake on 4. You probably have more stuff by then.
Yeah. He opts to go to hold it. Just having
that's too bad.
Yeah. I like coining the Drake on 5 just because, like, if you do that, your 5-drop is like usually your mana slot that's like heavily congested. You've got the Druid Claws, Azure Drakes, Spectral Knights. So just being able to coin out one of them is like a pretty good tempo lead.
Well, he's got pieces of the combo. I think the Shade is going to be a really big deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. If the Shade doesn't get brawled, like, it pretty much solos the Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, the combo's 14 damage at least.
Yeah.
And the Shade just usually adds off another 10.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, just...
wow. Wow. I did not expect that.
I was gonna say Druid of the Claw, but I was actually gonna say maybe Charge Mode, but like this isn't bad either. It's now, well, I think it's a bit better than playing Azure Drake, because if you play Azure Drake, you could just lose it straight up to the Death Bite. Yeah.
Well, that was a pretty good draw with the Spectral Knight.
Yeah, it definitely helps out with the board. Kill the Armorsmith for free.
Is that what you do here? You kill the Armorsmith for free?
Before Lotheb.
So there's no armor combo shenanigans. Okay.
Yeah, but now you have to go face to kind of force the double trade. Again,
do you force the double trade? Let's see what the options are. Athena shield blocking. It's a good one. Ledge Belcher's good. How do you use the Cruel Task here? That's the real question. Can't really use it effectively, but I would try to keep the Armorsmith. I think the play here is to attack the 4/6 and Cruel Task the remainder. Or to kill the 4/4 and go face. Okay. I don't like attacking the 4/6 with a 1/4.
Yeah, I don't see the point to that. The only thing is this kind of sets up his own swipe, but since he doesn't have it, it's fine. It's just swipe is one of those cards that's not really going to get value in this matchup, so like just setting your opponent up for swipe just seems kind of off.
I also don't really like this ignore Armorsmith play. Like, it was only 4 damage to kill it off. And I feel that the damage taken by the creature is irrelevant. I think in the cause of that, he's already gained 4 life from it.
Yeah, totally. Though I do see where he's coming from, because he already has 2 Force of Natures. If he draws a Savage Roar, he could potentially just use 1 Force of Nature to clear minions, or just to be 6 burst, and then have the combo as well. It's like,
now he's got double Armorsmith Sludge Belcher.
yeah.
You have to use a silence though.
Yeah. Not killing the 1 Armorsmith is definitely going to come back to cost him. Like, if his game plan was go for face damage, he definitely just gave his opponent maybe 4 more life by not killing the Armorsmith.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, at the very least, attacking the face literally did nothing, whereas killing the Armorsmith would have gained him a bit of momentum.
So what kind of creative innervate plays can we do here? I feel like you have to silence. So if you silence and you want to use like a big play, you can use Force of Nature this turn.
Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to this either. Yeah.
Okay.
It's what, like a 6/5? Like, that's huge. Killing a 6.
It's gonna die really easily with a Cruel Task on the ooze.
Yeah.
Actually,
but then how do you deal with the 5/8?
I think it just might be ragtime, dude.
Yeah, I like if you trade off one of the Armorsmiths the little slime and the ooze, you have pretty good shot with Reg. This isn't that bad either though, because like it keeps your.
I like all face. Anything but face here. Alright. I think that was the second worst target, but hey, could be worse. Alright, so you got the big game on the reg. Easy call there.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's time to fill up the board with garbage and hope Brawl isn't drawn. Man, these armor smiths are so much value. I think that 4 life we were talking about is at about 7 right now.
Oh yeah, that armor total is just stacked. Like he hasn't used his hero power once and he had 7 armor. That's crazy.
Okay. I think you might consider going for it here.
Really? If you don't kill the big game, isn't the combo just lethal or something?
Okay. But I like this. He's got 12 in hand with the maximum grow mash combo.
Yeah. It's a good thing he killed the...
Oh, Savage Roar. I think that's game. That has to be over. There's no way it isn't.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Savage Roar with 6 creatures is 14 by itself. And then you have the Force of Nature, which does another 6. So you're missing 13 damage. I mean, I see more than that on the board easily.
Yeah.
That draw. Well, that's Druid. Sometimes magic happens.
Yeah.
I think he would have had a much easier game had he killed an Armor Smith. I think perhaps he would have even had lethal with Force of Nature swipe if he had killed an Armor Smith.
Yeah, his board was so huge that honestly, I don't think I agreed with not killing the Armor Smith. Especially the early one. Like, if he killed the early one, it would have made such a huge difference on that game.
Or the last deck here. I think this was Handlock versus Combo Druid. I'm kind of curious. If you swipe for lethal and the Armor Smith armors you up, you still die, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, you still die.
Okay.
I wouldn't be unopposed to keeping the Keeper of the Grove here.
Just to deal with those drakes?
Yeah. You kind of have to put your opponent on handlock in like a tournament setting, especially a control player like Thijs.
I mean, even if it's aggro lock or Zoolock, isn't Keeper still like the best card to keep?
Yeah, Keeper's amazing, but if it isn't like a Wild Growth or an Innervate, sometimes it's just not as good. But if you're playing against control, like it's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Haunted Creeper, pretty decent early drop. Not as good in this matchup as most, but still pretty good. I like the Coin Watcher here, because with the 2 owls, like you can just have like the Innervate Yeti with a 2/3, or with a 2/1.
Yeah.
Just as like a bonus.
I mean, it's really the Druid you expect to put pressure here.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be the case.
Yeah, if the Warlock gets the early momentum, like it's crazy. Because like a Druid can't deal with an Innervated Yeti, so like this is like the same thing. Innervate draw though, pretty good. With the Innervate, he can just maybe play the Loatheb and contest the Watcher, which is good. I honestly like it a lot.
Yeah. And that stops the Soulfire from happening as well. What could really be done here? Like, what could that Watcher do? Nothing. There is nothing.
Yeah.
I think here you tap and hope you draw into some Giants. Yeah, this is a very good Lothar.
Yeah. That was an insane innervate draw. Really changed the momentum in this game.
You even kill a 1/1 here? I think you might just go face.
Going face wouldn't be bad, but killing a 1/1 kind of just makes the best of a bad situation. I think. I think you will beat the druid if you take it to the long game.
You just play it safe.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame though.
Oh yeah,
turn
for
around
sure.
your game plan from that.
Yeah. But you have to be able to adjust on the fly, I think. Because like you're just gonna lose it anyway, right? So. Okay, let's play.
Gonna draw the Keeper of the Grove.
Yeah.
Oh man, a big game hunter.
Yeah, the answers are just piling up here.
Maybe you don't Keeper then.
Maybe. It feels like such a huge tempo lead. Like if you Keeper, you get to have a 5/1. It's pretty clear that your opponent is an Immortal Foil in his hand, and
Oh, it's not that clear. Well,
I guess it's not.
He couldn't have played it if he did have it.
Oh, yeah, true. Just passing your turn seems so weak, though.
You could Savage Roar.
Wouldn't be bad, honestly.
Yeah, it would, because you get your Lothar Soul fired. Oh, Savage Roar, baby. Get that damage. All right.
I think the Warlock needs to start tapping soon. Because, like, these are just, like, pretty crappy creatures that he's got in his hand. He needs
And
giants
you can't burn them all, because then when you start to draw your good creatures, they're unplayable.
Yeah. You don't want to be playing a 4/2 Twilight Drake. That's not what you want to be doing with your life.
I think you do want to be oozing though. Maybe even Sun Fury. I think I like the Sun Fury more than the ooze. Especially now. Well, I would consider oozing if I'd go for the Soulfire, but yeah, I think this is better. This could be a really big Wrath draw. Oh, Wild Growth. No. There's that more coil.
Yeah. Well, now he can just trade into the Lothab and play Belcher. Maybe even Soulfire, yeah.
I would Soulfire.
Yeah. Might as well, right? You just take back the board.
And you lost an ooze. Like that. The good thing with a hand like that is it's all crap.
Yeah, so you don't really care what you're discarding.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that was the worst of the crap.
Yeah, 100%. At least the other cards are somewhat playable on Sports State.
Yeah.
But Ooze? Nah. Not destroying any Druid weapons today, boys.
There's just nothing in the deck that dies to 3 damage.
Yeah.
Well, the Druid took 3. Well, alright, you might use those, but you don't want to use them this turn. There you go, drop the Drake. Bam. You got a taunt. It's safe, kind of. 4/5, that's basically a Yeti.
It's exactly a Yeti. For about 6 seconds.
It's, yeah. Oh, did he top deck Wrath? Oh, he did. That's a shame. It was a discounted Yeti.
And then the Shade draw, just to make use of the dead innervate. Nice, nice. I can see where he's going with this.
I don't think Innervate is normally dead, but I think because you dropped Savage Roar early, you can't do like the infamous double Savage Roar off the Innervate, so the Innervate is pretty dead in that case.
Yeah. Belcher pretty strong here, not gonna lie. Some pretty weak minions.
Yeah. The thing is, these minions have been weak, but because there's been so many, it's kind of whittled down the hand of the Druid as well. Even though the Warlock isn't in a great spot, I feel like the Druid is not that great of a spot either.
Yeah, in all honesty, I think this is leaning towards the Hamlock the longer that it goes.
Yep.
So, you shouldn't be making these defensive plays as much.
I think I'd tap here, and if all goes badly, I would Shout of Flame after attacking with the Belcher.
Yeah.
And Mortal Coil. Oh, I think he's gonna do that anyway, so he just wants the Mortal Coil before he taps. I like that
Makes
as well
sense.
then. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to play something else if he draws it. Like if he drew like a Farseer there, maybe he wants to play it for tempo.
Yeah. Now the Druid's really hurting. Like, you have a card that you can't play this turn, you have a card that you just can't play.
Yep.
Force Nature doesn't help that either. You hear power that thing, I guess. Yeah. I guess you do.
You got
Incoming
twice.
Farseer, right? Oh god, there it is! I think it might even get played here. I think this... no. No, oh man,
No,
that's rough.
no. Just goes for the giant, you know.
That's quite bad.
Oh baby, a Black Knight.
Oh man, this might swing pretty hard now. What do we draw? Oh, Drew the Claw, that's pretty good.
Fits perfectly.
I think you even charge that thing. Get in there. No? Oh, I guess you want to survive Hellfire, right? That's right. Oh, there's Jiraxis. I don't think Jiraxis is particularly useful in this matchup, but who knows?
It's not the worst if his life gets low, and
Yeah.
what that can really deal with 6/6 after 6/6 after 6/6.
I have a feeling that Molten Giant is going to receive the buff of a Sun Fury Protector.
And then the sword from a Black Knight.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah. Yeah. That's rough.
I think you're going to lose Jiraxis. Yep.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Oh man, this game turned so... Oh man, this game is over. The Druid won, right? Did I miss something?
Didn't quite win, but he's looking like he's gonna win.
It's hilarious. Like, Kaldi has drawn so well these last few turns,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and Thijs has drawn complete garbage. Like, right now, what we're going to see is a silence on the bear, the 2/3 hits the 4/5, and then a Hellfire. Probably into a tap as well. Oh, no, a little bit more defensive play.
Last plays fine.
guess so.
I think you gotta make use of what you got. Argus is only gonna get worse and worse if you can't get a minion to stick.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I would have played much worse there. But yeah, tapping first, the importance. Alright, so what are we getting out of this? We're getting a swipe, we're getting a wild growth. I think we're getting a shade on the floor. And it's more important than a redraw. Actually, no, I think you got a hero power, don't you? You can't take 5 face right now. Oh wow, no, you have to kill the 5/5.
Yeah, or it's just gonna kill your 5/5.
What? No, it might like shadow flame you. It might do some really nasty things.
Yeah. Well, he opts for this play.
Okay. Okay with these draws. Ancient Watcher. Man. I think you gotta tap it, man. This is looking really bad. Oh!
But Siphon Soul's a great draw.
That is a great draw.
Yeah, now he's out of combo range. And
yeah, he
he's got the
has. Yeah, he's got a Yeti. He's got the Hellfire. Well, the Hellfire puts you in combo range.
Yeah.
But if that shade is coming down, that Hellfire is coming down right after, I feel.
Yeah. The Wrath is a good pickup here. Sets up the Keeper swipe.
Oh, and there's the combo.
Yep.
And with the Keeper down, that is going to be lethal the following turn.
Yeah.
The swipe to face instead of the Watcher. I mean, he's got one Argus left in his deck. That might be a better call. Oh, I see.
With the shade play, he's actually doesn't have lethal if he Shadow Flames and doesn't tap.
I think this play is Owl the 4/3 Shadow Flame the Owl.
Yeah. And if he doesn't tap, he might as well have a million life. Because 2 off lethal might as well be a million, right?
Yeah, it works like that exactly with the Keeper in hand, but I guess.
Oh. Ooh, the Lothab.
Okay. Oh my god, that draw.
He had just killed himself. And then he suddenly didn't. Oh wow, if he gets sucked into playing the scenarios here, he actually just loses.
Yeah, he dies straight up to Lothab unless the 3/3 attacks Lothab to play around Hellfire.
That'd be sick.
Oh no, but then you just Soulfire or Shadow Flame the Owl.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Not quite.
So what's the play here? The play is Keeper the Owl, trade your dude for the Watcher, and Hero Power face. That's the only play.
It's the only play that keeps him alive. Wow, that Lothab though. Yeah, I think he's gonna get sucked into playing scenarios here, honestly. It just looks so good, doesn't it? You think that you're alive to like every card but Hellfire.
Oh, suckered. Oh, not yet. He hasn't clicked it. Oh, he plays around Hellfire!
But
Sick.
nothing you could do to Shadow Flame and Hellfire. Man, oh man. If it's not one, it's the other, right?
That was a sick series. Well, not for Kaldi though. Kaldi
Not
just went
for
0-3
Kaldi.
in the tournament. No,
Can't
sorry,
really fault
Broseph.
him though.
No,
Can't really fault him. He played really
great.
well.
Yeah, he did. I'd say his deck choices were fine. I mean, the deck choices, honestly, in this tournament have been very homogenous. We haven't really seen much in the way of innovation. Honestly, I think the most innovation we've seen is from Masan, who's played, like, not necessarily new decks, but old decks. But the fact that they're old makes them different from just everyone else's. Oh well. That was a great set. We're
Yeah, for
going to
sure.
take a little bit of a break. We're going to check in with the production guys, see if the players of the scheduled matches are ready to play. If they're not, we'll probably head into. Okay, we got some news. Apparently, they are set up. RDU and Colento are ready to fight in just a few minutes, and in those few minutes, we're gonna lead you guys into a break. Keep in mind, this match coming up is going to be live, and if you do miss anything, check out the games on YouTube, youtube.com/chaos contingency, KAOS contingency. So check it out. It's good stuff. We'll be back in a few minutes.
enabled. Pinball. Turbo mode enabled. Turbo mode enabled. Let's play pinball.